Network Entertainment.
Nabilaukan. Kumakain kasi bago mag-record ng podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, our special musical guest in the area, we have Lisa.
As in,
With
Blackpink Lisa?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With Ray and Doja Cat.
Okay.
If you tried just a little more times, I would have made you a believer. Would have showed you what it's like every single night to be born again, born again, born again.
Wow, napakabata naman ang reference.
Excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next guest, Evanescence.
Oh,
Wake me up! Wake me up inside! Can't wake up! It's from the original Daredevil soundtrack.
yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Pero,
I'm so tired of me. As in, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Bennifer, actually.
Jennifer Garner as an extra levels of Daredevil. And I'm sure that you kind of already know what we're going to be talking about, judging from the intro. But before everything else, welcome to OnlyFun. His name is Chico Garcia.
And his name is Gino Killiamore.
Okay. So, today we are talking about Daredevil, Born Again.
This is so exciting. You know, I'm usually such a huge fan of looking at reading mga lists, yung mga best comic books ever. That's usually they list it down from single issue to arcs.
Killing Joke.
Yung kunyari, parang ganon, Killing Joke. Kasi Killing Joke kasi is more like parang a 4 or 6 issue limited series. Pero pwede siyang arc. Kasi diba, even in regular comic books, pag kunyari from issue 120 to 130, it's one arc, meaning it's one story. So that's
Civil War is one arc. Diba?
Yes. Now, I've been doing that ever since. And I'm always updating. Siyempre, may mga lumalabas na bago, they make it to the list. And some of the most parang tambay sa mga top 20, top 10 lists of all time to would be Watchmen, Killing Joke, Batman Joker, Death in the Family, All-Star Superman, you have Long Halloween, Batman, Long Halloween.
That's right,
Batman. X-Men, ano yun, yung Days of Future Past.
Okay, yeah.
These are the classics. Right. And I kid you not, yung pinakamaraming number one spot. No, number one spot. Like in many lists, siguro out of maybe, I don't know, 10 lists that I frequently read over and over again, siguro kalahati dun, their number one spot for the best comic book ever is Born Again.
It's Born Again, yeah.
Which is not like a separate limited series. It's an actual arc from the Daredevil comic book series. So ganon siya ka, like most people like always put this at number one.
That while Daredevil isn't exactly like the first person you think of when you think Marvel.
Yeah.
For the storyline Born Again to be number one says so much about the story of Born Again. Diba na parang it trumps X-Men, it trumps Spider-Man, it trumps Iron Man, Avengers in the list of best comic books. So this is actually super exciting.
Si Daredevil kasi yung parang pinakamalapit in terms of essence. Siya yung pinakamalapit kay Batman. Kasi diba, like Hell's Kitchen is like Gotham. Ito yung like Gotham, dregs of society. Side, the worst of the worst are in Hell's Kitchen. So parang ano siya, talagang tapos alam mo yung para din siyang
si nagsiswing din siya. Parating nandun, diba?
Tsaka diba si Batman, diba nagsiswing siya from his like bat line, whatever. So si Daredevil, that's how he travels. You know, like very Batman.
Lang, si Daredevil hindi mayaman, si Batman hindi bulag. 'Di ba? Parang
true. Hindi, tsaka, pero yung the violence in both comic books.
The goriness of it
through
all.
Through the roof. Like, sobrang violent. Tapos, I remember, one of the things that I'll never forget when I was first reading comic books was, there was this one issue of Daredevil na parang he was in a hurry kasi parang naka Daredevil outfit siya. Tapos kailangan na niya mag Matt Murdock kasi nga parang late na siya for an appointment. He had to like beat up some criminal, right? So as he was swinging, sabi niya wala nang time. So he had to change clothes like mid-swing. So he was removing his clothes. Naka-brief na lang siya. Tapos nagsiswing siya, naka-brief na lang si Daredevil. Oh my gosh, like,
is that a baton or are you just happy to see me?
it was a life-changing moment for me.
That was when Matt Murdock became Matt Murdock.
Alam mo ba kung ano ang kulay ng briefs ni Matt Murdock?
Ano, pula.
Red din. Red
din? Seryoso, red din?
Oo, red din.
Of course, naalala mo talaga.
Hindi nakita to sa costume, Red din. But,
ay, nako.
But here's the thing. Kasi diba this is coming out, Born Again, and the wonderful thing about this is when they started canceling, diba, everyone was so happy with that Marvel side of TV.
By the way, this
TV
comes
Marvel.
out today. As in,
today.
When you hear this recording, it would have just come out March 5 in the Philippines on Disney+.
And we should do a separate like episode for the episode. I mean, for the show. But remember how like it was all canceled? Yung mga TV version ng mga yun nga, yung the TV versions. Na-extinct na siya, di ba? So when MCU, parang like, okay, kawawa naman sila, hindi sila ma-absorb. So when the whole like multiverse thing came out, and it's like, no, are you telling me babalik na si Charlie as Daredevil? That was earth-shattering. Yung parang like,
I'm a really good lawyer. Yeah.
Exactly. So medyo talaga, nagulantang yung the nerd community na parang, my gosh, I see. And here's because the thing.
What's not being said also is, okay, so Daredevil was with Netflix. And the rights were with Netflix for a long time. And that's why they had a problem consolidating, while they knew that, okay, people like Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, they like Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. While they knew that, the rights were with Netflix. And then eventually, nag-expire na yung kontrata ng Netflix for Disney, or for Marvel, for Daredevil. And so when he finally came on, people still had that idea na parang wala, that's untouchable because it's on Netflix. Alam mo yung, it's outside of the MCU. And then so finally he came on to, was it No Way Home or Far From Home?
Yeah, but basta the one with Spider-Man na multiverse, di ba? Hindi ba yun?
Multiverse. So Far From Home.
Far? No.
Far From Home. Homecoming.
Homecoming. Definitely not Homecoming.
No,
Far From Home. Far From Home.
Far From Home. Yeah. Now I'm confused. Basta the third Spider-Man with Tom Holland.
Basta yung the one with Doctor Strange.
Exactly, where he catches a brick and whatever. So yun, kaya medyo nagulantang yung mundo kasi parang that was also the first time that they were like, oh, he's back. You know what I mean? And like, and what that meant was that they finally bridged that gap between Marvel TV and Marvel Cinematic Universe.
True.
Now you
kasi
can
for me, it's just so perfect because I love D'Onofrio, I love Cox, and I really just I love the cast. I love the casting. It's true.
Where's the lie? There are no lies to be had here.
No, I love Charlie. Sige, I love Charlie. So I do. I'm a big fan of Cox. So
I know. Trust me. I know you are.
Kaya parang for me, I'm just so happy that they didn't recast. Yun lang naman ang gusto ko sabihin.
No, plus even John Bernthal, diba, as the Punisher, like I really love his performance. So alam mo yun, parang for me, like, ang sayang if you just let that slide. And I'm so happy that Marvel picked up on the whole. So there's this whole Save Daredevil campaign, right? Like when that happened, and that was actually one of the questions that I got to ask the cast. So Marvel and Disney gave me this amazing opportunity to speak to Charlie Cox and to Vincent D'Onofrio about Daredevil Born Again. And medyo, can I just share? Medyo ano siya, medyo surreal in the sense na it was a virtual interview, but the interview happened while I was on vacation and my first time ever at Hong Kong Disneyland Hotel. So I was in a Disney hotel and that's where I had to do an interview for Disney and Marvel. So I was like, wow, how meta is this? Na parang
so also it wasn't like you were there because of the interview?
No. So nagkataon lang. So I was nagkataon that the interview was scheduled on a day that we had booked for Alex's birthday because we wanted to take him to Disneyland. And then we stayed in a Disneyland hotel. And yeah, so I was stressing out about it pa. I was like, oh man, I wish they had like a business room, a business center, so I could do the interview. They were like, oh, we'll just give you another room that you can use. So they gave me another room that I could use, like an actual hotel room as a hospitality suite. Yeah. So ang surreal na parang I was doing the interview, which you'll see in just a little bit. There are like little Mickey Mouse Explorers Lodge, like signs on top. Yeah. So
that is amazing.
Okay, exactly.
So you got to talk to them. So which ones were you able to talk to? So
Charlie and Vincent.
Charlie and Vincent. Tapos, okay, so before we let you watch it, FYI, did you know how he got the name Daredevil? Like from the comic books?
Oh no. Well, Matt no, not really.
Because basically he was swinging
Devil, Murdock.
Yeah, he was swimming after he saved some unfortunate soul from the criminals. And then there was a kid. And sabi niya dun sa mom niya, kasama niya, look, a devil. And then the mom goes like, where? There. Daredevil.
Daredevil. Sabi niya.
So from then on, nadinig ni Matt. Sabi niya, oh, I'll be called Daredevil. Kasi yun na, na siya, naging Daredevil. So,
we try to build up credibility.
No, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so tell us about it. Intro the clip. Let's watch it, and then let's come back.
It's so crazy because first off, so many people forget that Charlie Cox is actually British because of how good his American accent is. As in,
so many of them. Nakakagulat, hindi malalaman mo na lang, ay, British ka pala, or Irish ka pala.
As in, like, I always knew that he wasn't American, right? But when the interview happened and he started speaking, I was like, ano? And also, he's not actually blind. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people know this, pero you forget because of how well he plays it. And then for Vincent D'Onofrio, who is amazing as Kingpin, one of the most terrifying.
He's so scary. He is so scary. Just go.
Which medyo okay. So like he was so nice in the interview, and I had to bring it up. Na parang like it's so unreal to see you nice because like you're terrifying on screen. And
parang why are you not evil?
Yeah, alam mo yung parang ganun. Like he does his job so well that I had this idea in my head that he was like a certain way, but he's actually like a really nice person. And nakakatawa pa kasi parang you'll see it in the clip later. What happens in the first few seconds of the interview is essentially you're in a virtual waiting room and all you see is a black screen, and then there's a producer from the side of Marvel that asks you for your name and your publication or where you're from. So all I was seeing was a black screen, and I heard a voice that said, "Oh, we can start the interview. Just kindly give us your name and where you're from." So I'm like, and this was like to set it up, I had like a really long day. I ran in the morning. I took the both kids to Disneyland. So it's a whole day of, being in the park. So alam mo yung medyo ngarag na ako nito. Tapos mga 11:30 na ng gabi to. So sobrang ngarag. Anyway, so I said, okay, my name is Gino Killamore, I'm from the Philippines. Tapos biglang may narinig na lang akong, hi Gino. And I'm like, oh, it's them. Like they were just, it was Charlie and Vincent. They were already there on my screen. And I'm like, oh. As in, so I was like, oh. Parang medyo na-shock ako na parang, oh, hey, you guys are already there. But anyway, they're super cool. Again, I wanted to say thank you so much to Marvel and to Disney for the opportunity. One of the things that I did catch after the interview, or because obviously like the time is super short and I wanted to talk to them more, but we were only given like less than 5 minutes. For Vincent, I asked him basically about how he's able to, because if you watch Daredevil, even when it was still on Netflix, one of the things that you'll notice with his performance as Kingpin is that while he's terrifying, it always feels like he's kind of like in pain whenever he's talking, whenever. Alam mo yung ganun, na parang there's really something going on deep down inside. And he said that it's true that he does portray the character in a certain way. And what he said medyo echoed with me, na parang it's something that I draw from personal experiences from my life. And I'm like, wait lang, if you're drawing that from personal experience in your life, like, damn, like that must have been a really painful, you know what I mean? Because like he portrays it so well. So medyo kinabahan din ako ng slight na parang, oh, there's really something going on here. But he was super nice. So yeah.
Kaya nga, kaya pangalan niya, Kingpin. Di ba kasi lagi siya talagang, para siyang...
Siya nahanapan mo pa ng lusot yun.
Parang hari siya ng pain. Kingpin. Kaya si Daredevil at saka si Kingpin. Okay, so on that note, I can't wait to watch this. So here is the interview with Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. Let's watch this.
Sure. I'm Gino Killamore from the Philippines.
Hi, Gino. Hey, man.
Oh, hi, Charlie. Hi, Vincent. First off, I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. Really appreciate it. So I wanted to start things off with a question for both of you. For a second there, much to the dismay of everybody, we really thought that we had seen the last of Daredevil, and then everybody started voicing out and kind of reporting on the internet and, bringing about the whole Save Daredevil campaign. And here we are now officially on Disney Plus and, officially part of the MCU as well. Can you talk us through like how that was like on your end when you guys found out about it? And,
we were very conscious of the Save Daredevil campaign. And they were for Charlie and I know Charlie feels the same way. They were very helpful for us because we needed somebody to tell us that they were as shocked as we were that the show ended, and that we needed somebody. I'll speak for myself. I needed somebody out there to say, "Hey, you guys did great, and it should continue somehow, and we want to save it." I thought that was an amazing thing for the fans to do. It's the first time anything like that has ever happened to me in my career, and I've been doing it for a little while, So it was an exciting new kind of participation with fans that I thought was pretty amazing. I think Charlie and I we owe a lot to those guys. They did such a great job.
Yeah, to be honest, I still can't believe that it happened. That we. I really thought that the show was, as you say, I thought it was done. So happy days.
Yeah.
Happy surprise, I guess. Here's a question for Vincent. Now you have this amazing ability of being able to portray Wilson Fisk in a way that he's absolutely terrifying. And it's so weird to see you nice as a person now, because I watch the show a lot, but it also feels like, I don't know,
it's
like there's something about him that, it's all not. No, but it almost feels like he's kind of like in pain or something. Can you talk us through how you get into the character?
Yeah, I won't get too specific, but you're right about that. I mean, a lot of the everything that he says, no matter if he's in a good mood, a bad mood, whether he's full of joy or full of angst or anger or frustration, whatever's going on, or he's heartbroken or completely smittenly in love. It's whatever he's doing and whatever he's saying, it comes from an emotional place that happened in my life, a place from my life. And I speak that event through the author's words. And so he's always got that underlying, simmering, kind of painful hurt there,
right,
even when he's intimidating somebody. And it was a choice that I made very early on, and I had a lot of choices that didn't work, but this one did, and I've stuck with that. It's a good one, and then there's many other things too, but I would say that's the gist.
Thank you for that. All right, this one, the last question goes out to Charlie. Because I mean, obviously you portray Daredevil, he's a hero. If we were to put yourself, I mean, if you were to put yourself in I don't know, like a hypothetical where you had to play a villain, anybody at all, who would you kind of want to, portray if you had to be a villain?
Oh man, if I had to play a villain,
have you ever thought of that before?
No, I mean, a little bit, but not. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Look, I'm probably maybe this is probably further down the line when I'm maybe a little older, but I do like, I like the Owl from the Daredevil comics, and we haven't done much really in that area.
Yeah,
at
he's
all.
an interesting character.
Yeah. There's an element to that character that's kind of both quite dark and sinister, but also very comic booky.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's one for you.
There was a minute when I thought one of the characters of the Netflix series was going to turn into the Owl.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think that was on the cards.
Yeah.
In some way.
Yeah. But it never happened.
All right. Thank you so much again for your time.
Thank
Appreciate you guys, and I'm super excited for what's to come.
Thanks, dude.
Again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Oh my gosh. Like it's so surreal when somebody you just watch on TV, on the big screen in the movies.
Right.
Tapos parang like when you're talking to them and they're talking back at you, you're like,
are you real?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking back to me?
I know.
Like me. Here, are you talking to me? Are you recorded somewhere and you're just playing it back? Kasi parang hindi ka makapaniwala na kausap mo sila.
As senti as it gets, from just a childhood filled with nerdy things and just being a nerd pretty much all throughout life. It's such a nice feeling to know that your job intersects with what your passion is.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy na parang like, while of course it is a high stress environment because you're thinking of good interview questions, you're trying to deliver a great interview or whatever. Ultimately, like, I'm just happy that I get to talk to these amazing people because these are the people that I look up to. These are the people that I watch. These are the people that keep us entertained, and it's nice to get the chance to pick their brain and really find out more about it. So again, I cannot stress this enough. Thank you so much to Marvel Philippines and to Disney Philippines for making this happen. Like this little nerdy boy originally from Pasig, now in Alabang, layo na inabot ko. Gets to talk to Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio.
There you go. So thank you so much, and I think everyone now would can't wait to watch Daredevil.
Okay, so FYI,
we promised to have an episode just for Daredevil.
I got to watch the first 2 episodes already, and my God.
Oh, I can't wait. I haven't.
It will
no spoilers.
Blow you away. That's all I'm saying. It'll blow you away.
Actually, I read naman the comic book, pero no spoilers.
No spoilers. But yeah, we'll do it.
I'm
we'll
sure I'm sure. We have to. We have to. Sige. All right.
Of course, we want to thank our partners, the Pod Network Entertainment. You can check us out on social media. It's at Chico Garcia for him, at Gino.Villamor for me. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.